What's going on, YouTubers? Guddang775 back with another video. Today I'll be doing my review on the Culture V1 wireless over-the-ear headphones. Now this is a I think it's $200 set of cans now. I think the sale is done. It went back up to $200. You know, so I mean, I did get this on sale at $150, and I'll give you my opinions at the end of this video if it's worth $150, if it's worth $200, or if it's not even worth that $150 price tag at all. I'll give you my opinions on that toward the end of the video. But first off, I'm going to talk about the build quality, how this headset, when I said build quality, that's going to be all-encompassing. It's going to, how the feel, the fit, and how the smart controls or the touch controls work, okay? That's all going to be given one single score. Okay, I'm just going to get that out there. For the most part, let's talk about the build quality. Build quality, plasticky, up here. It does feel plasticky. Okay, I think this is, not does feel, it is plastic. The band up here is plastic. But when you flip it around and go to the bottom of the headset, okay, on the bottom of the band, it feels more premium. It's actually fairly tough right here. But as soon as your fingers start going up, then it becomes really not super soft, but just enough padding there for it to sit on top of your head. And for the most part, it's very, you hardly know it's there. Okay, it's sitting on top of your head, and your head's not gonna get sore. Okay, if you have this sitting on your head for hours on end, it's not. Now, what you might feel is your ears, okay, because these do grip your ears quite a bit. Not too hard, not too soft, just right in my opinion. Actually, most people are going to be able to use this when they go to the gym or they go out on a jogging trail. Jogging trail, not jagging. Oh my gosh, I already know some smartass in the comments going to say, ha ha! Jogging trail or whatever, when you go running, okay? These are fantastic because you stick them on your head, they squeeze your head. Oh, hold on. The music started up, okay? I'm going to talk about that, the little touch features and the on and off thing. But when you're running, these things don't fall off your head. You see that? How I'm bobbing my head up and down? So when you're running, these things are solid. They stay on your head. I would advise running without noise cancellation, so that way you can hear, you know, any type of obstacles or possibly wild dog stuff that possibly chasing you. But seriously, it's really good to wear this when you're working out, running, go to the gym, hit the weights, I mean, it stays on your head and it squeezes your head just right to where it's not gonna fall off, and it's not enough to make your ears feel uncomfortable after an hour or two. Now after 2 hours, or well, after an hour and a half, I started feeling them, okay? You kind of take them off your ears, then put them back on, and, because they do develop pressure points. You do feel a little tender after an hour and a half, 2 hours of use. You're gonna feel them on your ears. But most people don't, wear headsets for 2, 3, 4 hours a day like I do. Okay, so I could be wrong. So most normal people are gonna wear this for an hour at a time, just listening, kicking back at home, listening to music, or they're outside mowing their lawn. It's perfect for mowing the lawn, by the way. Okay, especially with the active noise cancellation. Or traveling, going out to, you're on an airplane, you're flying, you want to get some sleep, few hours of sleep, you just turn this thing on, hit the music on, active noise cancellation on, and you're good to go. Active noise cancellation does work fairly well. Okay, I'm getting more about that active noise cancellation in the sound quality part. I'm gonna pair that into the sound quality. But for the most part, the build quality, okay, so far it's solid up to this point, except for this plastic feeling band up here. You should have put some type of leather up there. Made that leather, that would have been sweet. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, and I am nitpicking. But for the most part, these are fairly comfortable. Oh, and they do swivel like that. You see that? The only thing is, you got this on your head, right? This is left and right here. So when you got this on your head, you'd figure you just bring them down, right? And they would do that, right? See how it's... I thought they should have made it flip the other way. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, the guy who designed it, I think that's a mistake, or I don't know if they did it on purpose. I don't know. I'm just nitpicking here. But I wish they flipped the other way, because it only flips one way like this, and it's more comfortable wearing them like this when you got them down on your head. But the thing is, you don't need to you don't need to take these off. I'm gonna get more into that later. You don't need to take these off when you're talking to someone, okay, or pull them down. So, but yeah, build quality so far, it's good. Now let's talk about the touch controls, okay? This is part of build quality in my opinion. Now, my first experience with touch controls was the Bluetooth T6S, okay? And that thing is garbage. I still can't get my Bluetooth T6S touch controls to work every single time. I miss the physical buttons, you know, the like the Bluetooth U2s, they got those solid press, you know, long press, tap the up and down, you know. I miss solid buttons. Well, this is touch controls, and for the most part, they're flawless, okay? 99% of the time, they work, okay? You swipe right, that's to skip forward, swipe left, or swipe back. You're gonna have skip backwards. Up and down is the volume, and you double tap in the middle here to play and pause your music, take calls and whatnot, okay? The thing is, okay, for some reason, my security system, every time I hit my disarm security, when I get home or when I'm going out, I arm my security before I go out the door, it messes with my touch controls sometimes, not all the time. I say 50% of the time. It messes with my touch controls to the point where my touch controls won't work, you know, the sliding and the up and down, and I have to turn them off and turn them back on. Now that's 50% of the time I play with the button, you know, to arm and disarm my house. So it's kind of weird. That's the only problem I'm running into it. I don't know if they travel on the same frequency or something, but I don't know. That's the only problem I have with it. But other than that, build quality, touch controls, the comfort, how they feel, and the build quality. If I have to give it a score, 1 being absolute garbage, 5 being the best thing ever since the day I was born, I'd have to give this thing a solid 4 out of 5, okay? Mainly because cheap plastic right here, leather next time, please. And I think they can do it because I think this headset is going to sell well, or I'm hoping it sells well and they make another iteration. I'll definitely pick it up. And let's see what else. And the touch controls. I don't know why the touch controls get out of whack sometimes. I guess I sent them an email. All they said was turn it off and turn it back on. And that seems to do the trick for the most part. And if I had any more problems, this company was very responsive. They responded fast within 24 hours when I sent the email when I was having problems with the touch controls. So this company will work with you, okay? And for the most part, I haven't run into that problem as much now. So only when I arm and disarm my house, and usually I just keep my headphones off before I go out my house, arm the house, and when I'm out and about, then I turn these back on, and there's no problems there. But yeah, 4 out of 5 for build quality. Now let's talk about sound quality. Now I'm gonna let you folks hear some samples of the songs. Okay? Of course, my usual. First with active noise cancellation off, then on. They're solid, okay? The sound quality is fantastic on these things. The volume is about 90-95% as loud as, almost as loud as my Bluetooth U2s. Not as loud. Bluetooth U2s are ridiculously loud because they got those 8 drivers. But these come close, about 90% of the volume of the Bluetooth U2s, and that's gonna be more than enough volume for 99% of people out there, okay? A few psychopaths out there that listen to the Bluetooth U2 at full volume, that's that 1%. Yeah, this is not gonna be loud enough for them, but 99% of people out there, this is definitely loud enough for most people out there, okay? And then when it comes to the bass is nice and solid. It's a deep bass, clean for the most part, okay? It's clean, and the mids are there. The mids are not recessed, they're there, you can hear them. They're good, solid sounding mids. The highs are nice and clear, borderline crystal clear. Actually, they are crystal clear. The thing is, at full volumes on some songs, the bass does overpower some parts of the mids and highs. Some parts. Now, you can go into your EQ and start playing with your EQ and adjusting the settings to how you want to like it. You can clean up the bass, but as of right now, I got this bone stock, nothing else, so that way you folks could hear it. Now, you heard the sound quality on with active noise cancellation off. Now, let's go ahead and turn on active noise cancellation. Then I'm going to go ahead and play the same song, same part. So with active noise cancellation on, it does cut out a lot of the sound out there, okay? And there's a little fact on the instructions, and I think on the listing, I'll double check. If I get a picture of that fact, of what ambient sound this thing can cut out, I'm gonna post it right here, okay? Because active noise cancellation does not cancel out every type of sound. It cancels out certain types of sound, okay? And for the most part, this does work fairly well. I could imagine someone wearing this on a long airplane flight, falling asleep with them, then after a couple hours waking up and adjusting them, because they do squeeze your head a little, okay? But that doesn't bother me, okay, for the most part, because I don't fly anyway. I drive everywhere. But I know some people, they fly a lot, and the pressure on these things, they're just right, okay? And the active noise cancellation works fine. My little 6-year-old running around and yapping, yeah, okay? When I'm listening to music, this cuts her volume down out completely, especially if I got this thing listening to this thing on full volume. Now, what I said about having these headphones on, you don't have to take them off. That's where this thing comes, this ambient mode comes in. I, for the life of me, don't know how I've been living without ambient mode, because every headset that I do, when I go out shopping, I like to wear my headphones out when I go shopping, HEB, Walmart, or Best Buy, whatever. When I'm at the cashier, I have to pull my headphones down, okay, so I can hear the cashier. But these, I don't. Say, okay, I got music going on, active noise cancellation on, I can't hear anything coming out of my voice. Now, ambient mode's on, I can hear my voice nice and clear, and you can hear, for the most part, about a few feet in front of you, 2 or 3 feet in front of you. You'll be able to carry on a conversation with someone right in front of you with this ambient noise button on, okay? You can still hear the music in the background here. Listen to this. You can still hear the music in the background, but you'll still be able to hear people and have conversations with folks with the ambient mode on. And that's fantastic, okay? Let's go ahead and stop this. So for the most part, okay, the ambient mode is fantastic. I don't know how I've been living without ambient mode, but it's gonna be hard going back to testing on normal headphones that don't have ambient mode. Okay, that's just my that's just my opinion. I love that feature. I love it. I never have to take my headphones off again when I'm shopping or doing something, whatever. You know, I can have them on full time, so you don't have to slide them down. It does get annoying. That's for me anyway. Let's see. So when it comes to sound quality, okay, and the sound features, 1 being absolute garbage, 5 being the best thing ever since the day I was born, I give this thing a solid 4.5 out of 5. Fan-freaking-tastic. Awesome set of cans. So that was my review of the Culture V1 wireless over-the-ear headphones. Now comes the tough part, okay? Is it worth $150? Is it worth $200? Or it's not worth any of those prices? This is tough. But when it comes to pricing, I think the $150 price point is just, it's on point, okay? Especially with the inclusion of the ambient button. Ambient button is fantastic. I love it, okay? Ambient button for me, the sound quality, the build quality, all of that encompassed. The touch controls work 99% of the time. $150, that's the sweet spot. That's the right price. Now, at the $200 price point, they're pushing it, okay? Price per performance, I don't think $200, I don't think it's worth it at $200. Just my opinion now, okay? Now, some people are gonna find value in it even if they spend $200 on this thing. And does it come to close to Bose quality? Yes, it does, okay? When sound quality, I mean, the Bose QC35s and those new Sony headphones, the sound quality on those things are top notch. You're gonna get a cleaner sound from those headsets, but this comes 90-95% of the way of those Bose headphones, okay? And you're getting them for $100-$150 less. So just keep that in mind, okay? So Culture V1 wireless headphones worth $150. Yeah, they are. $200? No. Do I recommend you folks getting this when they go on sale? Definitely. When they go on sale, they're $150. By all means, go ahead and pick these up. You're not gonna regret it. I love these headphones. Okay, you might have if you have an issue with the touch controls like I did, The company responds to their emails fairly quickly. Go ahead and just send them the message like I did. They respond super fast. Great product by a company that's frustrated of the current, climate of headphones being way too expensive. Okay, this is kind of in the middle. This is almost top end, but not there, not quite there. So kind of like mid-range, mid-range, especially the $150 price point. Now at $200, yeah, that's more top end, especially for the subscribers that I try to focus on. So it is kind of steep at that price. But yeah, this is my Culture V1 wireless over-the-ear headphone review. Now I was gonna do a versus video, and there's two really good headsets that I'm gonna compare this to, but I'm not doing it today, not in this video. I'm doing it next week. The first headphones that I'm gonna compare it to is the TrebLab Z2s and the IdeaPlay V402s. Okay, so there's gonna be a versus video next week. It's gonna be a trio: this headset versus those two. Okay. And hope you folks look forward to that video. That video is coming next week. But yeah, it's Guddang775. Hope you folks like this video. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos every few days. If you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. Let me know in the comments down below. I do appreciate the criticism. It's Guddang775. Thanks for watching. Peace out.